Welcome to About the Winelands. In this show, we'll be chatting to leaders, influencers, wine producers, restaurants, winelands businesses, and other role players. Tune in every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday for our latest episodes. You will find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram TV, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Good day, everyone, and welcome back to About the Winelands. Today, I'm talking to SJ Kruger. SJ is a owner and founder of Late Bloomer Boutique Winery. Hi, SJ. Thank you for
Hi,
visiting us.
thank you very much for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, SJ, tell us a little bit more about yourself and how did you get involved in the wine industry?
So basically, where Late Bloomer started is in a garage in Johannesburg. My father actually started making wine in his garage in Johannesburg. I mean, some he spent some time on a wine farm, learned how to do it, and yeah, then he used to bring his grapes to Joburg and make it himself. Where I got involved is obviously we started liking his wine, and we thought, hey, he's actually got some talent in making the wine. And me and a few friends own a wedding venue in Pretoria, and we wanted to kind of see if we could make the wine there. But just the cost of getting the grapes and the barrels and equipment there was so expensive that we decided to go to Stellenbosch and do it there. And then people started liking the wine, and yeah, that's where we are now. Growing the winery, growing the brand a little bit.
So, did you guys move down to Stellenbosch?
Yes, my dad stays in Stellenbosch. I'm still in Pretoria. Still have some other things to do here as well, other businesses and a full-time job as well.
Okay, so you're quite busy. So tell me, it's an amazing story. There's not a lot of guys that started making wine in a garage. How did you?
Yeah.
Was your dad always interested in wine, or where did this interest come from?
Yeah, so he's got a passion for wine. He loves wine. He's always, I mean, I think myself, and even my brother and some of my friends, I mean, we got the wine passion and the interest from him. I mean, he's always wanted to do it. I mean, since I can remember, he was always telling us how he's going to learn to make wine. And I think, in the ripe age of 52, he decided it was time for him to learn how to make his own wine.
That's awesome. And you yourself, are you a wine lover as well?
Yes, I'm a wine lover. I'm not a wine maker, but I do love wine. I love good wine. I like the story, and I like the skill and the craft that goes into making it.
Okay, so it seems like Late Bloomers is very much a family business. So can you tell us a bit more about Late Bloomers? How many people are involved, and what are the roles of each of you?
So basically, we've got my dad is making the wine mostly on a part-time basis down in Stellenbosch. We also get some assistance from the cellar. We share a cellar with some other wineries. Get a lot of assistance and advice from the guys that have got lots of experience there. And then basically it's me and three friends who invested in the winery and to get it going.
Okay, and are you involved in the business as well, in the marketing or any other aspects of the business?
Yeah, so I basically run the marketing side of it. You've got Mister that you've obviously now dealt with who sets it up. He's our social media guy. And then, yeah, most of the marketing, sales, a lot of the planning stuff. I mean, every year when we sit down to decide what we're going to do is basically me and my dad, and we decide what worked the previous year and what we're going to do this year. So I run the most of the business side of it and a little bit of the finance and so on.
How long have you guys been going?
I think the first bottle of wine was made in 2012, and then we decided in 2015 when the opportunity came along for us to expand this maybe and get it back, turn it into a business and a dream. I mean, the passion, the dream, we wanted to have a winery. So in 2015, I think we sold our first bottles under the Late Bloomer label. In 2016, we started actually selling it.
Oh, excellent. So tell me, your winemaking philosophy at Late Bloomers, how would you describe that?
So we want to make wine for drinking. We used to joke and say, no, awards are for ponies and wine is for drinking. I think that's basically our philosophy, is to say we want people to enjoy the wine. We're not making wine to go and get a bunch of awards, but we want people to drink the wine, have stories, great memories, get families to get together, open wine. I mean, we love nothing more than getting photos from our clients who basically tell us how they're enjoying the wine. So it's great having awards, and I think we want to get to a point where we actually are able to kind of enter some of competitions with our wine, but the goal for us, the main philosophy is to make wine that people can enjoy with their family and friends.
Okay, interesting. So, can you tell us a bit more about the wines that you make, and especially about the one called the Farnese Fusion range? That sounded
Sure.
quite interesting.
Yeah, so basically we currently we're making 5 wines. We're adding another one, but basically we've got a Sauvignon Blanc called Summer. Basically, it's a nice fruity, it's an easy drinking wine, so real summer wine that you can have on your slip on a hot day. I mean, we've got a rosé called Candy Floss. A lot of people think it's sweet, but it's actually not. It's got a nice sweet aroma, but actually it's a dry, light rosé. This year we made it from Pinot Noir grapes. We've got a Syrah. Grapes come from Elgin, so we've made it a nice light, not a heavy full-bodied Shiraz, but a nice light Syrah. We've got Mengsel, which is like a Bordeaux-styled wine, a little bit more full-bodied. It's a blend Merlot, Cab, Petit Verdot. And then the Farnese Fusion, which is our flagship, is basically named after my grandfather, Farney. I think he instilled a lot of the passion we've got for wine and the craft and the skill that goes into it. And we basically took his 3 favorite cultivars, which is Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Shiraz, and made an equal blend of the 3. We wanted to make something that was really easy to drink, and as easy to drink as it was spending time with him. He was an extremely gentle soul. We wanted that to come through in the wine.
So, did you also make wine in his garage?
No. He just liked drinking it, but no, he did not make wine.
Okay. So, your typical customer that you have, what does that customer look like?
So we've had a mixed bag, if I put it that way. We've had people, young people, older people, all across South Africa. Our wines are a bit lighter though than some of the other farms in South Africa. So we haven't really necessarily made wine for the heavy wine drinkers who like the full-bodied, heavy tannin wine. So it's normally people that like something a little bit lighter and easier to drink, if I put it that way. But yeah, we are releasing a new cab, which will probably appeal to the heavy wine drinkers this year.
So, I mean, wine is quite a competitive industry. So, how did your dad start selling his wine? Family and friends, or how did he manage to build a market? It's quite interesting.
Yeah, so when he started making wine, I think he used to tell us a story, a bit of a joke, and he said he thought he could make the wine cheaper because, I mean, he likes drinking wine. So if he could make the wine cheaper and drink it himself, then buying everyone else's wine, I mean, it'd be a win for him. And it turns, and obviously he kept on handing the wine out to his friends. He wasn't selling it, and it kind of built up a following, and people always wanted his wine. And people started saying, but listen, my friends came to me and said, "Hey, can I buy some of your dad's wine?" And that kind of started the thing of saying, but hey, maybe it's something we can do. I mean, it's been a dream for us. It's a pipe dream, so maybe it's something we do. We start making wine to sell, and yeah, here we are.
That's amazing. So, are you selling only in the local market, or are you exporting as well?
At the moment, we're still very small, and I don't think we really produce enough to export. But the goal is to eventually get to a point where we can export our wines and kind of create a bit of a global, client base.
So, you're involved in marketing at the moment. So, what is your strategy in terms of marketing? Do you find that avenues like social media and that are growing in importance?
Yes, definitely. I think we've been lucky because we've had our wedding venue, which is extremely popular in Gauteng, and 80% of our guests have been ordering our wine. So we've kind of been getting that exposure there in the area in Gauteng, and we've kind of, through that, we've gotten a lot of return customers. We do a lot of pop-up tastings and events, and we kind of created a bit of a loyal client base that keep on coming back for wine to us. And that's kind of allowed us to not focus too much on social media, but I think with the current circumstances, we've had to up our game on the social media and online platforms. And I can already see the exposure we're getting and a lot more people that are interested and curious about wine. So, I mean, social media, I think, is going to be play a massive impact in everyone in the wine industry in the next few months or even years.
So your avenues has been basically through your wedding venue and direct to customers that buy directly from you. You're not using any distributors at the moment, right?
No. We like I said, we're still fairly small. I mean, and we kind of build up a client base that we focus on, and servicing them and growing that client base. I mean, I think at one stage I probably know 90% of our customers. I mean, every time we sell a bottle of wine to someone, we follow up with a WhatsApp saying, "Hey, did you actually enjoy it? Give me good feedback, bad feedback." And we've kind of I think the story behind the wine is what got people get people hooked on it.
That's interesting. So, your wedding venue at the moment, is that still closed?
Yes, we've closed obviously now with the COVID-19 lockdown.
And no idea when you're going to open yet, right?
No, so there's a coffee shop portion and a pizzas and so on that are been selling on takeaway, and then obviously now with the restaurants open, will probably open the coffee shop. It's also on a farm with cycling trails and so on, so it actually allows us to open that up a little bit.
Okay, okay. But you won't be able to sell wine there.
No, we don't sell wine obviously for on consumption, but for off consumption we do. I mean, like I said, a lot of our customers know that we've got the wine, so they do come and order from us.
Okay, that's interesting. Um, well, we're talking about the lockdown and everything. I mean, the coronavirus has forced everyone to, rethink about their businesses. I mean, you basically um, um, just told me you've got a wedding business, which is basically still in lockdown, and then also your wine business. Have you guys made any plans, new ideas what are you thinking in this time?
Yeah. So in terms, like I said, in terms of our market strategy, we've kind of been communicating directly and building relationships with our customers, and we deliver at their houses. We're lucky that we've got the restaurant here in Pretoria that we can actually use as a kind of distribution point for Gauteng. But yeah, we're focusing mostly online. I mean, we're not a wine farm. We're a winery. We're not open to the public at the winery. Most of our events and tastings have been pop-up tastings and so on. And I think we'll probably keep staying that way. We want to be flexible, nimble. I mean, if the market changes or the circumstances changes, we want to be able to change with it. And I think being online is probably the easiest way for a small winery like ourselves to do that and keep in touch and build and maintain those relationships with our customers and leverage off that.
Do you have an online shop where customers can order directly, or how does ordering work?
Yes, so you can order online from our website, and then we also obviously take a lot of emails, get emails with our customer base and WhatsApps, and then we are busy with one or two other platforms, online platforms, also to start selling it. That's not our website, but it's also online stores.
Okay, that's amazing. Do you have anything special that you're offering at the moment, or specials for customers or anything like that at the moment?
Yes. So at the moment, we're running a special on our summer Sauvignon Blanc. We call it I Really Miss Summer, seeing that it's been really cold in Gauteng for the last few weeks. And if you buy 12 bottles, we give you free delivery and 10% discount. We're also running a competition until the end of the year for everyone that subscribes to our newsletter. We're sharing the stories of the different wines on our newsletter and some stories about the team and so on. And if you subscribe, you can win a mixed box of wine every month until December. So we're doing that, and then at the end of this month, we're releasing our new Fonnie's Fusion blend, which will probably have a nice special on, and then also the new signature cab that's coming out later, which will be quite special. It's only 2,500 bottles will be made of that.
Okay, and do you deliver countrywide, or do you have only?
Yes, we deliver countrywide. Obviously, in the big metro areas like Western Cape and Gauteng, we can do free delivery, but we can ship anywhere in the country.
Okay, so you use a courier service. How are you finding logistics at this stage? Because I've been speaking to a lot of, I talked to a lot of wineries, obviously, and lots of them complain about logistical nightmare at the moment of actually getting deliveries done.
Yeah, so it has been tough. I think the couriers are extremely busy because a lot of people are ordering online. So it's been slightly slower than normal, but we've been able to get good service from the couriers that we've used.
Okay. And your long-term vision for Late Bloomers, where do you see your business going and your brand going?
So I think we set ourselves like a medium-term goal of a number of bottles that we want to get to that we sell every month. So, and we built our kind of sales and everything based on our customer base and how we want to grow that kind of loyal customer base to a certain point and how many boxes of wine we would like them to order a month. But I think eventually we would like to become a global brand and export our wines to different countries. I mean, I have people that have inquired from the US and from Europe and also from countries like Australia. It's just getting to a point where we produce enough and that we can actually make a profit out of it is still the challenge for us to get to.
Yes, I think that is the first hurdle, is getting, making enough wine. So, yeah. I mean, you've had quite an interesting start in the wine business. Like you say, your dad started in his 50s. and you've been involved right from the beginning when you started. So, what is the most important thing that you've learned from this journey?
So me and the rest of my business partners, even my dad, I mean, we come from high pressure industries where things need to happen quickly. There's no time to wait for anything, anyone. And I think time is money. But with wine, I mean, there's a lot of waiting and a lot of being patient. And I think that's the one thing that we've had to learn with the winemaking is you need to appreciate time more. I mean, you need to slow down slightly, enjoy the process of making the wine, of tasting it, of seeing it develop and grow. And that's the thing for me. We've learned to appreciate time and the craft and that goes into it.
I think that's right. I mean, I just spoke to a winery this morning, and the guys mentioned the same thing, right? They said patience is the big thing required, because I think people forget that that making wine is actually still the agricultural activity. You know, it's like
Yeah, definitely.
it's almost like a seasonal activity. You've got to wait for the harvest, and then the wine has to ripen. You
Yeah,
know, everything has to
yeah,
happen. So
yeah.
that's quite interesting. Um, if you can give me a wine quote, what would that be?
I don't really have a favorite wine quote, but I do love the stories that we get back from our customers. And
Well,
you'll see
tell
a
us one.
slogan
That
is,
I'd love to hear one of your stories.
um, sure. I think one of the biggest things for us is with the new Fonnies. I sent out the new Fonnies, and it's always great getting the feedback. I mean, one of my good friends just sent me a WhatsApp the other day saying, "Oh, it's such a smooth wine, and it's so nice and easy to drink." And I think that's the one thing for us where we could say, actually, that's exactly what we wanted to achieve is create something that's smooth and easy to drink. I mean, some of the stories of the weddings we've had. I mean, it's been quite a journey, and you'll see that's why our slogan is there's a story in every bottle. What's yours? And we really want people to tell us, hey, actually, I had this story. My sister came over for the first time in a year, and we actually opened one of your wines, and we had just a good evening, and it was actually such a great social, created such good memories out of it.
Do you ever ask your customers to record these stories and send them to you?
We asked for short feedbacks on the stories, but yeah, we haven't necessarily asked them to record it, but we have one or two that's actually given us a little bit more detail on it and so on.
I think that could be a good marketing strategy, getting some video where people actually, say something
Yeah,
good on your brand, especially in today's environment. I think that could work very, very well.
yeah, yeah. We have some videos that we want to record at the end of July that's coming up, but we'll probably start releasing some of those ones in September, October, so on, some roundabout there.
You mentioned that you've got a new wine coming out. What is that? What is that going to be?
So we have actually got a new Farnese Fusion coming out at the end of this year, which we actually took 2 years wines and blended together to get the taste we wanted. And then we've got a signature cab that's coming out. It's been on oak for 18 months. It's a little bit more full-bodied that we're bringing out, and then later this year we're going to bring out a new rosé. Um, Last year we made it all. The current rosé we've made out of Pinot Noir, but we're going to actually change that Pinot Noir rosé now into an MCC over the next few years, and we're experimenting with a new blend of taking a Merlot Sauvignon Blanc and making the Canny Floss into a bit of a blended, like more of a blush type of rosé. So we've got 3 wines coming out now, probably in the next 2-3 months.
Oh, okay, that's amazing. Jay, how do people get hold of you guys if they want to order wine?
So we are on Facebook. I think it's Late Bloomer Boutique Winery, as well as Instagram, and then our website, which is latebloomerwines.com. And people can email us there, or they can contact us through social media as well.
So they can DM you if they want something.
Yeah.
So just repeat that offer you have again, that special. I mean, that would be nice for people. It sounded actually quite nice.
Yeah, we've got the I Really Miss Summer special, which is 12 bottles of our Summer Sauvignon Blanc for 10% discount and free delivery.
We all miss summer, right? I can't wait for summer to start this year and maybe get back to
Yeah.
normal. Richard, thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. And
Thanks for having me.
no, it's a pleasure. I know you guys are busy, and good luck with everything. Good luck getting your wedding business back on track as well. I suppose that's a different challenge.
Yeah, no, it is.
But thank you for speaking to us. And yeah, I think our listeners will find this interesting.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you for supporting our show. If you would like to get more exposure for your business, please have a look at our sponsorship options. Thanks again for supporting About the Winelands. Please follow us on YouTube and on our social media channels. All details and links are in the description.